Hey everyone, this is Sayers BPB. So where do I even begin? Everything is getting worse ever since 2021 greatest wealth transfer, 2023 hiring freeze. We thought that the last 4 years were the final goodbye middle finger from the bulls to us. No, it's only getting started, baby. The world is still recovering from the groove. Many are hurt in these horrible job and dating markets. Now even Southeast Asia is affected. Both our Western and Eastern Gen Zs are facing mass rejections during their job searches and in dating. But other SEA foreigners aka FTs are benefiting though. This just in. A SG Reddit post says, is SG losing jobs to neighboring SEA countries? Here are some top comments. Number 1. I've heard from 2 sources about this. A cybersecurity company in SG laid off their managers and rehired in Malaysia. Another told me that their local only has 6 employees, but the overseas workforce outnumbers them significantly, which made me wonder if this is the current trend now. And also, how will this impact the job market in SG? Number 2 was in financial cybersec. Operations were moving to regional neighbors, especially Malaysia. It's really a numbers game. Even if only the top 10% of Malaysian workers are as capable as we are, that group alone already makes up about of SG's entire workforce. Number 3, absolutely, SG is losing jobs to cheaper SEA countries like Vietnam and Thailand, where companies are increasingly outsourcing. As someone working remotely on the global stage, I see how easily firms can shift roles to lower-cost regions. Employer CPF contributions alone could cover salaries elsewhere. Plus, men lose 2 years of work experience due to NS. While SG boasts top degrees, most jobs value experience over qualifications, especially for fields like medicine or law. SG edge is slipping. Either the G needs better policies, or we must compete globally ourselves. Number 4, kind of feel bad when locals choose to get work experience first over degree, the lower starting pay route, and end up getting shafted by the company for not increasing their base pay when they complete their part-time degree outside of working hours. Naturally, this should start job hopping after getting the qualification, but it doesn't help that companies also choose to have lower starting pay these days for the exact same roles as well. I don't know if it's worse that company can opt to overload workers with more roles while maintaining the supposed pay for agreed job scope due to lack of manpower due to others leaving. Assure the team that new hires will take up roles that were left behind and ends up having new hires take up other job scopes or projects instead. Number 5. Future will be no jobs for Singaporeans already. Junior and mid roles, other countries cheaper to hire. Lead roles, sorry, you no experience, cause junior and mid roles go to other countries. Need to hire experts from other countries. So this guy is speaking in broken English, thus perpetuating the stereotype that Singaporeans cannot speak proper English. Nice, good one. Number 6. Yeah, this is what's happening around me. 20 years ago, was bringing in FTs to transfer knowledge to locals. That didn't really happen, but at least junior roles are plenty. Now more worse, junior roles gone to neighboring countries. Number 7. Cost center roles are racing to the bottom and first to be on the chopping block for layoffs. Either you be the one to hire and replace someone more expensive from New York, or be the one that makes such decisions. Another option is to go for protected roles like PHV, drivers, or civil servants. Number 8. Very true. My company sets up APAC HQ in SG with close to 10 packs, started branching out, and within less than a year, Malaysia team has doubled our size now and we completely stopped hiring in SG. If you think about it, there really is no clear advantage in hiring locals. Number 9. I don't think we are losing just jobs. Bangkok's service, apartment or condo is only 500 a month or so, and the scene in Bangkok and Vietnam, retail creative is better. More importantly, their own local culture has been retained. Our rentals are so high that the young or smaller players can't enter, always outbid by chains, spas or massage parlors, or hotpots from overseas. Our pay is so high that sometimes, why is your pay so high? I don't understand. That sometimes it doesn't make sense to hire locals anymore, or at least hire because of quota. And MNC might open their HQ here, but high position still goes to FTs. And it also makes more sense to open data centers in cheaper places like Malaysia. We are simply too expensive. Rentals for expat, rental for office buildings. Number 10. More employers today place a heavy emphasis on years of experience and young age, and there are a lot of foreigners who complete their 3 or 4 year diploma plus degree by age 20. When they reach 30 years old, it is common to see them with nearly a decade of relevant work experience. On the other hand, SG males have to go through a 3 years diploma followed by 2 years of NS and 3 to 4 years of degree. When including unavoidable gaps, this puts us at approximately 4 to 7 years behind these foreign competitors. Most foreigners are here only for short-term work. Afterwards, they will exit this system, return home and retire with significant savings through currency conversions. For locals, we require sustainable long-term career growth within SG as we are building our lives here. For me personally, I have achieved top grades, continuously upgrade myself year after year. Got a ton of industry certs while working, build projects during my free time. I did my best to keep up with foreign professionals that had a head start, and now I realize that my health has fallen apart and no longer have the energy to continue such a grind. And so I ask myself, how long could I continue at this pace? How does anyone manage this? At what cost are we expected to pay just to stay relevant in our own country? Number 11. It's been ongoing for a few years now. Malaysia, Vietnam, Indo, India and PH are popular.
To be continued. Do you enjoy this video? Please like and sub for the algos, as I will be posting part 2 of my response to this later.
Check out this video where I talk about the high expectations and diversity higher in today's job market. And I'll see y'all next time. Adios. Thanks for watching.